Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakhakhurash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Wa'akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. Another video through the Spirit. Your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. And another video with your mans. And this is what got my channel, just striked. So I'm not going to be talking directly about him too much. We just got to use this as an example. But your boy here, Amazing Lucas, right, says black people are still enslaved, and Chud the Builder proved it. And so he's going to be going on to talk about how the fact that nobody has done anything to him shows our people's submissiveness, which to a degree is true, right? And so what we're going to do is explain it biblically. How and why, us the Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, here it is, you look at the NBA, you look at the NFL, fucking freaks of nature, big and strong, right? You look at the UFC, look at boxing, the majority of the champions are Negroes, Latinos in particular, whether they be from America or from abroad. Yet we still find ourselves having a very submissive nature when the so-called white man opens his mouth. Why is that? Because of the curses. The Heavenly Father put us in a mental state and a physical state to where we find ourselves under them subserviently, although we could easily outrun, overrun, and kill them, rip them apart, literally. If we went knuckle for knuckle, we all just stood in a straight line and us versus them, right? We'd run them down. You'd have a couple of casualties, but we'd run them down. Due to the fact that we sinned against our God, He put us in a case where these people have been able to get up over us, to where they can do things to us to where we just can't do anything to them, right? And that's a part of their blessing and a part of our curse. So I'm not going to play the whole video. Now, granted, right, just because someone runs up on you and calls you the N-word, you probably shouldn't beat the slop out of them, right? You will go to jail nonetheless. Lucas was making some very valid points. Here it is. Our people have all the energy for their own people to kill, to beat on. But when the enemy steps to you, niggas zip up and shut up. So let's let it play.
Deep fried. He was the one that was dapping him up. Yeah, man, that word doesn't have an impact on me, bro. I'm just saying, we both got guns, what you want to do with it, brother? Yeah, this is it.
I'm right here at the 7-Eleven. I got other people.
I don't get offended by it.
Yeah, because there's a spectacle happening. There's a guy filming, and they know who I am.
He doesn't get offended by it.
That's why the other guy.
Tell me what you do.
That's why the other guy smacked my phone out of my hand. I would like to file a police report.
Tell them, talk about their name.
There's literally a picture right here. What's it out about?
Bro, I don't get offended about getting called a chump. But it's like the stuff you do is kind of like cowardice, bro.
What's cowardice about it? I'm in your face calling you.
Damn! That's crazy! That's crazy!
He said, I'm in your face calling you a ninja. He said the N-word, right? Hard R. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, y'all. But hey, now I'm gonna have to jump to this, then we'll go backwards. Hey, the Heavenly Father has put a spirit on our people to where they're not willing to stand up against their true enemy. And that's just a fact. That's just a matter of the fact. Wrong book. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Jeremiah 2. Excusez-moi. And 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? So the answer to that right now is yes. Do our people have a slave-like mentality? Yes. Nigga, we got kidnapped, beat up, and brought to the other side of the world and psychologically reprogrammed. Yes. Many of our people still have that Sambo tap dancing mindset. You damn right. But guess what, y'all? At the very same token, the evidence that we're in this mental state is proof that we are Israelites. And the Heavenly Father will pull us out of it and will put a spirit on His elect to rise up, not bow the knee, and be the vanguards to take down Esau, Edom. But the short answer to this is yes, our people straight up are on slave mode. Take it back now. Esau, Edom struck the fear of God into our people in them slave days here in the western part of the world. And the many, us being the descendants of slaves, many a niggas still carry that fear. Jump down to, I want to get specifically, give me 1 second. I want to get, yep, okay. Deuteronomy 28. We're going to start at, 48 is the famous verse. We're going to go to 49 though. It says, Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. When was this accomplished? During the transatlantic slave trade, right? They came from the western part of the world, grabbed us up off the west coast of Africa, right? And from certain parts of Europe. While we were over there, we were speaking, hand-me-down, broken forms of Hebrew. Well, they came speaking English as it's known today. Verse 50. It says, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thine kind, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee. So this man came and took us in fierce interaction until we were what? Destroyed. Physically, financially, spiritually, as a people. This was a part of the prophecy, that this dude will show up and hardball the fuck out of us, which he has. And this has an effect on the mindset of our people even to this day. Deuteronomy 28 and 65, it says, and among these nations thou shalt find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. This is why nobody did nothing to him, because our people know that if you touch him, what you gonna have to deal with? Them consequences and repercussions, right, of the legal system. And in the slave days in particular, right, you try to go get up and rebel and fight, they whipped your cousin, they whipped your papa, someone raped your mother, someone raped your wife. What could you do? You'd get put to death if you tried to do anything. Verse 66, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have none assurance of thy life. Bingo. If you try to do anything, you can get murdered by these people at any point in time. They have absolute power over us. Hey, there's a verse in there that tells us, hey, another man, thou shalt betroth a wife, and a man shall lie with her. Let me get that. Let me get that. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm on the road. Verse 30, Deuteronomy 28 and 30 says, thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof. Bingo. So they own everything. They own every part of our life, and we have no autonomy nor security. We can't do much about it. This was the prophesied position that we would be in. So that's why, he's on that campaign, and ain't no ninjas did nothing to him. But if I was to roll around shouting at ninjas, I get they gonna shoot me down. That's just what it is. Another one I want to get, also tying it in, this is how we know that these people are the Edomites, right? Which spiritually, they go back to Cain. If you touch one of them, what will happen? Genesis 4 and 15, it says, and Yahweh said unto him, therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And Yahweh set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. We know that this mark is leprosy, and we know that the spirit that was in Cain would go on to be the spirit that is in Esau, which is the forefather of the so-called white man today, right? So the Edomites have that layer of protection still. It's all, their time is almost up, but it's not up yet. And so everybody in this country, all the so-called minorities, subconsciously, and literally understand, if you do something to these people, even if you're in the right, 9 times out of 10, you're going to jail, you're going down. Whether you try to defend yourself or not. It don't matter, it don't mean nothing to them.
I've seen more.
Okay, let me go back. Yep. Okay, we'll get this next one right here.
I don't really remember you, but you do look familiar.
Are you still in there, or are you just check out?
No, I'm Dalton. I've always been Dalton, but I am A. Chud.
Right, but you're not my Dalton. You used to come to my house, I fed you.
Yeah, you were cool as shit. I remember you. I don't remember you that much, but I do remember I know you. See, we got roots. Hey, you scared me a little bit when you came up like that.
You helped
You used to come to my house, I fed you.
me when you were following Liver King. But before you were following Liver King, you used to sell me weed. I fed you before.
It's been a long time. But I healed your stomach by teaching you how to eat real food.
Yes. So that's
What was your
why
name again?
I'm Lana. But that's
Lana.
why I'm confused what happened to you. Because you're not.
Now, give me 1 second. Now, we just acquired that little bit of footage, right? Remember that. Remember that footage. Remember that footage.
Lana, but that's
Lana.
why I'm confused what happened to you. Because you're not racist. I know that. I fed you.
But see,
Need women to know that you're not limited to anything other than living your
Look at the white woman behind her. Look at the white woman is in shock. The white woman is in shock. Now, what is a white man supposed to do in this scenario? There's nothing he can do. There's nothing he can do. He can't be upset on behalf of you.
Hey, that's
He can't be upset on behalf.
that that is bad. Even if that is bad. I know you. This is a whole bad look, y'all. It is a whole bad look. But remember that girl, y'all. Don't fret. Some information came out about that girl. Don't fret. I got something crazy for you. But yeah, so this is the position we're in. We're these people have beat us down, done us bad, and we still find ourselves in a position, where Jake be kissing their ass. We're cursed as of right now, and these people are set up in their kingdom, right? Hence, our people naturally, have a psychological knee-bending spirit on them, and only the elect aren't going to have that spirit, but the rest of our people, hey.
You now can't call him a racist because you just had a black woman say you're not racist. What happened to you? What? She's in shock. Is this a simulation? Because they were just lambasting him. What you doing is horrible. We don't like it. Can you imagine how much egg on your face you would have to have? That you're a white dude, right? Or you're a white woman. You're like, you know what? This is horrible. I'm going to speak out against this. This is disgusting what he's doing. I don't appreciate this. And then you have this black woman come up. Yeah, no, you used to sell me weed. Yeah, what happened to you? I know you're not racist. But toast. Listening to me. You're toast. You're cooked. You're deep fried. Once there are no men, there is no community. We see how the white community is in shambles right now because their men are transitioning. Damn.
Lana.
I'm confused what happened to you. Because you're not racist. I know that. I fed you.
But so you believe in
Look at her. She's heartbroken. She's like, I can't even believe this. What? She's like, oh, it's okay. It's okay.
But so you believe in freedom of speech?
I do.
So I should be allowed to say too, right?
Right, but you
They're
also
You got 3 white women, a Latina looks like. Hey, what are white people supposed to do? This isn't their responsibility. Let me be honest with you. Let me be real clear. This isn't white people's responsibility. Look at her. She can't even believe it. She like, what? Fam.
So it does look bad on us. It's whatever. Hey, we in the truth. We don't give a fuck. It looks bad, you know, so-called black culture. Y'all niggas are supposed to bundle buddy up. But you see there, y'all, hey, Esau, although the Heavenly Father is bringing him down, his kingdom is failing, his women is choosing up on us. Our people, many of our people do still have that Yesabasa mindset. All right, and we understand scripturally due to the fact that, you know, we were slaves, we were servants under them. Our people bent and bowed the knee. Let me get that. You know, sellouts. And, you know, this is just on a low degree level. You know, on a high degree level, you know, our people, they sell out and they throw away their morals to be under Esau, Edom's wing, you know, so they can receive benefits and goodies from the top to the bottom. Let me get this out of Isaiah 52:3. It says, "For thus saith Yahweh, ye have sold yourselves for naught, and ye shall be redeemed without money." All right, and then now we didn't, you know, wake up and sell ourselves to these people, for you idiot scoffers, but we throw away our integrity and our honor to align ourselves with these heathen, a sellout, and it's never to our benefit. You know, one hand he beating on you, the other hand he making fun of you. You know, you just lose out in the end of it, and then most importantly, you lose your self-respect, or, you know, any respect that other people would have for you. Hey, our people have been defamed, y'all. But what was that? Remember, that was prophecy. Remember, Genesis 49:9. It says, "Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, as an old lion, who shall rouse him up?" So imagine a lion, you know, in the middle of the chase, in the middle of the kill, on the nigga back, and then he just lets go. Goes off, walks off, and lays down in the grass. That's what our people have spiritually done, in the sense of that type of natural vitriol, that hatred and animosity that they're supposed to have for their enemy. You know, they don't be having it like how they're supposed to. And instead, hey, the other part of the curses, Deuteronomy 28, right? Their eyes evil towards their brethren, which is one of the curses that let us know that we are Israelites. The fact that our people are quicker to kill and beat the shit out of each other rather than the people who actually put chains around them, that is biblical prophecy of the Israelites. So it's all tied in. It's all tied in. It ain't no mystery. You know, it's just further proof why we need Yahweh Shai. All right, but we know this though. Hey, we know the elect ain't gonna bend no knee or bow no knee down here to no motherfucker. 1 Kings 19:18, it says, "Yet I have left me 7,000 in Israel, all the knees which have not bowed unto Baal, and every mouth which hath not kissed him." So there is a perfect number, right, of men, of the elect Israelite men in particular and specifically. And, you know, you're gonna have sisters, right, that's gonna ride or die with us, but we dealing with the men first. That ain't no chumps. It's a select perfect few. But the majority of our people, y'all, they talk a lot of gas, but niggas is full of hot air. Straight up, straight down. Now let me get this last clip. I'm gonna just let it play. I'm not gonna speak on it. Hopefully we don't get another strike. But I'm gonna just let it play. Remember that girl, right? She came out, "I fed you. Remember her? She came out and said a little something. Right here, we're gonna let this play, then we're gonna take off.
No, I'm Dalton. I've always been Dalton, but I am a Chud.
Right, but you're not my Dalton. You used to come to my house, I fed you.
Yeah, you were cool as shit. I don't remember you that much, but I do remember I know you. See, we got roots. Hey, you scared me a little bit when you came up like that.
You helped me when you were following Liver King. But
So that's her. Let's do this.
For a very long time. What's up, y'all? Lily Venus here. Pretty bitch with a big dick. It's literally in my bio. I'm only bringing this up because Chud the Builder's cameraman put our conversation on Broadway on YouTube. Now millions of people know what I look like fresh off work. Great. But in the caption it said that black woman who used to smoke mid and get raw dogged by Chud the Builder. Well, he's not lying. I already told y'all we used to smoke. He used to sell me weed. And we did raw dog. A lot. Me, him, and my ex-wife. I am a professional pegger. It is no secret that I perform prostate massages, if you will, for men. I've been doing it for a very long time now. Most of my clientele is white men. We sign NDA agreements. I talk about me pegging all the time, but I never tell you names because discretion is key. Confidentiality is why my client list is so long. But Chud mentioned it first for a very long time. What's up, y'all?
Let me get up in here real quick. Open this. Get up in this house, y'all. So, yeah, you just heard that. You just heard what was said. So, I'm going to leave that there. Hey, boy, that shit crazy, boy. It's always something. But, yeah, hey, our people, you know, they still have that subservient mind due to the curses. So, you know, it is what it is. The elect is going to be the ones that stand up. Everybody else, you know, they don't have any integrity, and they will fold, all right? So I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Brachach Warash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Wa Aqua, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. Shalom.